Hello everybody and welcome to what is a very nice Nürburgring here for the German Grand Prix. This is Inside Line Racing. I am your commentator, Triple Dragon SXL, back in the commentary box for a while, and there is a nice car jumping at the pit lane. That is Esports. I'm going to pronounce all your names wrong. I'm sorry, it will happen. But today here, like I said, the Nürburgring. The good old, one of the best circuits in the world, the good old Nürburgring indeed. The ring of hell, the green hell, whatever you call it, it's going to be interesting. Driving around, of course, the GP circuit, of course, made in 1984, and of course altered up until its most recent altercation in the late 90s. Well, today we've got a whole host of drivers going through the field here. From the beginning, we have good old Jamie and his Papaya Orange Audi. We have Pag, good old Pag in the Total livery, the Apex Racing team. We've got Frisky driving in what is another Audi. Lots of Audis here today. MK Bourne driving a very sporting red livery there. He also driving the Audi. McDonald's, of course, sponsoring the team because they've gone a bit. Burger King wasn't as good a deal, so they've gone for McDonald's today. We've got Jake. Also in the Audi, we've got HR Racing Green driving in a beautiful blue Audi. Iscoom driving in what is an Audi. Of course, got lots of Audis. We've got Apex here driving, that is in, of course, the beautiful Porsche indeed here today. 14 going for a little bit of a slide there and crashing into our camera. Vector 666 driving the old 2011 Audi, which is a fan favourite. Beautiful livery, the old Martini livery there, sporting again in its beautiful altercation. Was talking to him, he has altered the livery a little bit. Just last week, a new sponsor of Ray-Ban. So if you want some sunglasses, there you are. And then we have the Nissan, the only car to have looked like a boat here today with its extremely far back, almost mid-car setting there. And Nismo, of course, GTR. A car that did quite well in real life, clearly. Not in the game, because for anyone remembers in GT6, the car had issues. And we've got the good old, I'm going to call it a Force Indy today, because there is BWT, Logitech as well, the Audi, driven by Johnny. Sporting the spectacular, brilliant looking livery there. India famously run in F1 in the last year. And we've got the beautiful chrome Golf livery of Random. Then we got Mr. Crumpet going backwards in the old British car there, and he'll get his car going back into the pit lane there. He is, of course, in an Audi. It's a Porsche. And then we have Jamie in an Audi. Oh, lots of drivers today, and there is Jamie. Like I said, he's currently P1. He's 3 tenths off the road from the rest of the field, so doing a great job there. And we'll see where he can go. Pagging the of course, only a few tenths behind him there, and is a tip down on his fast exit time, and that won't help if he does that. HR Racing Green going a bit slowly there, coming into the last UK, probably backing up because a few cars up the road from him. Any comments, feel free to put them in the chat, and we will answer them to the best of my ability. So we've got Frisky going off the circuit, and back on it he goes. Well, let's go and find ourselves good old Vetro there, then a man from the Netherlands. Very good friend of mine, and a very good person. I think we should run on board with him. So we will. That camera. Wondering, not very good at cameras, I'm getting there, but people really put any suggestions down in the comments. Stuff, any comments you want to add as well. The Mezza Tarantula. We've come up the last corner on board with Vetro indeed. Across the start line then. And it's a very, very quick run, immediately down towards turn number 1. So as you run down to turn 1, it's always a beautiful little long left handle, and then there's a double kind of king of hander as he gets a bit of a tail there and drifting that Audi out of the corner there. Beautiful catch as well. Then coming into the quick left right there. On the left you see over there is the old roller coaster. Then it starts to drop down the hill then towards where the old circuit used to be. Of course, the older version of the circuit to be around here, coming to the corner, famous where Alonso and Massa went side by side in F1 a few years ago. Then out of there, down towards the hairpin, which Very, very quick corner. Brake extremely late, and the car just flows in there. Of course, lots of flags, of course. France, Germany, a lot of Swedish flag, Denmark, I think, and Austria. A few other countries in there as well. Now they run up the hill. Schumacher rest then. It's a quick, almost flat left right. So up the hill he goes. Just about gets it on the circuit. Runs a little bit wide on the exit to do that fine. Haven't done so far. Chucks it into, of course, many people make mistakes on this circuit. Does it quite nice there. Jamie still P1, remember, ahead of Pag. It's Gloom, and then we see there 8, 9, 10, of Jake, Michael, and Vectro. Chucking it into the flat, of course, little right king, and then down towards the chicane. Slight rise uphill, easy to trip you up, as he also does that, as I say. But gets the car turned in, gets a bit of slide on the exit, and then carries on. That's the end of the lap. Left there will be the North Slide, and on the left there again is where it rejoins. Last corner, a bit of slide there on the exit, and comes across the line to set a lap time there, 4 seconds down nonetheless, but nonetheless, could be worse. Let's get your comments in the chat. Yes, Maduris to inform me that Stream Enforcement is now adult 12 because of the Martini sponsor, for, of course, Vectro, sporting that beautiful red, white and blue livery, of course, sporting his flag as well, which I only realised recently. This is also quite nice. One of the more bare liveries compared to some of the liveries here, but I have to say I think it's definitely one of the liveries that stand out, as it really just stands out as well. Force India livery, which I'm going to call it Force India, because it basically is, and I like it. With the old pink with a 2 white stripes there in the background on the other Audis, the greyness there peering through. Yes, and of course we do rest to remember, and there is Random pulling off the side of the road in his BBS, and now returning to the road. And yes, we forgot to mention now 18 plus because of the Durex sponsor of Mr. Crumpet, because they go well together. There is the teammate in the pit lane as well. There is the Papaya Aaron's Audi up front then. He's doing well as today. Jamie currently in P1, the Papaya Aaron's in blue livery. So the last corner is starting another lap then around this beautiful, beautiful historic circuit here. Situated about 30 miles away from, of course, Spa, the actual circuit. It's probably Spa closer, but we only know one Spa, and it's the good one. Our second place in the total, Apex Racing. Well, what can you say by them? The Force Live team driving the spectacular blue and white. Kind of reminds me of the old 2010 Peugeots, actually, the fat liveries and all that. Used to get, I have to say. But that team doing well so far, and then there's MK Bond driving the very well, the McDonald's, Coca-Cola kind of food team. I'll call it the food team from now on. A beautiful splatter of good old red and white with a little tint of black and white. Sparkling in the sunshine there, looks like a Ferrari if you were far away. Of course, it's not a Ferrari because it's an Audi. And there you can see it's Gloom. We're not too far away, we believe, until the start of the race. And well, there you are, 5 minutes until the start of the race. What can you say? Who's going to get on pole? Well, you can say one thing. The field is very close together, as we'll get the live times of course here. And there you can see Jamie, Pag, MK Bourne, East Gloom, Apex, Racing Green, Frisky, Jake, Vectro, Boris, Johnny, Crumpet, Michael, and Random at the back. And you can see the pool of the Audi. You need to put the odd one out. There he is. And there's the other one. Where is it? Where's the other odd one out here against the masses of Audis? Well, there is an Audi as well. That's a different one. So we've got a few different cars today. GTR, of course, the Audi 2011, and Esports as well. But apart from that, lots of Audis. It's always interesting. I suppose Audi's always good. And, well, we'll see what happens. Apex Racing has us in the bag. Oh my god, he has Aperture Giants on his car. Oh dear. Game. Oh, well, apologies for the interesting scenes here. There we go. Let's get back to just like in many other games we commentate on, the cameras always tend not to work, don't they? Which they'll do good, and there, of course, is Apex, as the cameras return to normality here today. 5 minutes to go to the beginning of this race, and well, Jamie looks to have a pole position, looking at the old pink Force India livery BWT. And well, what can you say by that livery? Logitech, BWT, of course, the main sponsor, of course, sporting the old pink livery. And at the background there, you got what I believe is, well, one other car. Vector's at the pit lane. There is the old black livery there, black and orange. Kind of late inside line racing's Axel's main title, actually. I do have to say so myself. T-Mobile sponsoring that team, a bit of whole, but Aperture Science as well, because that's a Portal reference for you. Everyone loves Portal too, because the cake is a lie. There, of course, running down the hill, the old VRT livery. Frisky comes down the hill. Now, there's a tricky here, this is, to be honest, you have to think of it. Of course, well, you have to really put it down to this. Schumacher S, are you going to take it flat or are you going to take it sideways? And well, like I've seen many a times, luckily these cars can't have punctures because, like Lewis Hamilton, these hopefully won't end up the wall right there. Well, they will, now my words. Well, Frisky runs up the hill, gets a bit wide, but nonetheless, doing a beautiful job there. The glimmering of the sun. You have to figure out what their actual team names are. I'm presuming this is VRT. In fact, it is. There, of course, is Durex, sponsored by Michael Davis. That's the only thing he's good at. Going, but nonetheless, there is Apex White. He's in 6th position now, to get an improvement from him, about 1.4 off the pace of the leader. Nonetheless, though, what can he do in this race? Can he get a good position? And of course, what can he do against the, well, the monopoly of Audis here and the one other Porsche Pag? Running behind him is one of Durex's cars. I presume that might be Mr. Crumpet. It wasn't, so it was his teammate. Whoever his teammate is. There he is, Michael Davis. Sponsoring the British flag as well. Brembo brakes, so if they fail, we know who to brake. Blame, or I don't know, either. Well, only a few minutes to go before the start of the race, and there is Jamie coming towards turn number 1 in his beautiful Papaya orange livery there, with some very interesting sponsors. Of course, Aperture as well, of course. Aperture Science seeming to sponsor, and Steam as well, so he's decked it out in Steam as well. Because Gabe is Jesus. Pag here, he seems to be stuck behind. I can't see who exactly that is. It seems to be Michael Davis. There he is. He's right up the hill. Now let's listen in here. Does he lift? Well, yes, he definitely lifts there. Now it's a bit naughty. Well, Michael Davis starting final. Don't think he realised someone was behind. But that's unfortunate there. But nonetheless, now we go to the race with 0 seconds. And here is the field. Well, you can see all the thing. Here we go then. The rundown. Jamie, Pag, MK Bond, Racing Green, Ish, Apex, Michael, Frisky, Jake, Vectro, and then it disappeared. I couldn't read the rest. Well, here we go then. The start of round number 2. Jamie leads, Pag leads, MK, who's it going to be into turn 1? Those lights are going to come on. 3, 2, 1, and it's lights out, and away they go. And who is it going to be running into turn 1 straight away, going defensive? It is Pag, MK4 now to the inside, and it's already a good start from the Audi bunts, as there's contact over there, and spin, spin, spin! Immediately in the middle of the field, MK4 pointing wrong way from third on the grid, and well, I normally say it never ends clean when I'm hit, and it always ends in a contact at turn 1, and now there we are again. Nonetheless, got Vectro already up to nuts. Good start from him. Now battling with Jake. Down the inside he goes. Now switch to the outside. Up front, absolute carnage going on. They're going about 3 wide. And Jamie leads by about quite a margin. Jamie dominating already off the start. As behind there, running wide a little bit there and squeezing out. Frisky down the inside of Apex. White there, I believe. And now that's Frisky and... so now down the inside goes Apex Racing. he make the move on the outside? That's going to be brave. Does it? Yes, he does. Now behind Durex coming through. Now can he do anything on him? It's HR Racing coming back now straight away. Great start, great battling on the opening lap. And down the inside, and does it. Fantastic dive there from Racing Green. Now have to defend straight away. Apex lap slipstream. Let's see if he can do anything there. Up front, by the way, Jamie's pulling away a massive lead. And look out for Durex, he's coming to the outside now. What can Michael do? To the outside, into the chicane. It'll be hard to do it there. And indeed, Apex just about splits it through. Bit of full-on flying up in the sky there. But a back loop. Everything going well on grass there is Johnny in the BWT livery. Gets the car just about turned in, but what an opening lap so far then. Jamie leads Pag and Frisky, your top three. Further down, by the way. Everything going well. And there is Pag battling with Frisky down the inside, bit of contact. Frisky down the inside and gets the position there. And Pag now starting to look in his mirrors, but also having a look forward to see if he can get the position ahead. It's going to be interesting to see if he can. Look out for the rest of the field, they're all bunched together here, and this is going to be interesting to see. As H Racing Green has a little look on Pag leg, bit of corner cutting. And now having a look down is Apex down the inside. H Racing Green. H Racing Green gets nudged. Gets a bit on the grass, now he's going back down the inside, he's not having any of this. And look out for Durex in the background, always looming large. And let's see if he can make any moves in the coming few corners. Well, Apex doing as hard as he can to get ahead and stay ahead of Michael Davis there, who's struggling and slipping and sliding there up the hill. And behind Jake, now he's here and there's a bit of contact there from behind. That's Vectro. Good start from him. Now up into 8th position. He's starting to come through the field. Ahead of Johnny, and then is Isku looming as well in the mirrors. But up front, dominating so far on lap number 2 is Jamie with a massive lead already. And have to say, he looking to be fan favourite right now to win this race. Frisky and Pag, and off the circuit there, H Racing Green corner cutting then. He'll have to surely give the position back to whoever he's overtaken there. Perhaps Apex may have having to switch position as soon there. Bit of corner cutting indeed. Not what you want to see there, but the thing is, as looking at the background there, is Michael Davis now behind Jake, and there is Vector. Is he trying to slip it down the inside of him? Doesn't do it yet. Oh, it's a bit of sliding on the exit for Michael. Gets the car just about turned in and carries on his merry way and runs a bit wide as well. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. Nonetheless, in the background there, you can see battling there is down Apex, still battling with Racing Green there. They make contact again, and well, he still can't get past. He's having to chuck all the steam he can now to the outside. And now does he do it? Now is he going to try to the inside again? Down the inside goes H Racing Green. He's not having that. Punts him wide and gets the position in the end. And 3 of 25. Jamie leading by at least a straight in a bit now. Yes, he is leading by straight in a bit. Well, a bit of battling in here. Vector dips a wheel into the gravel up the hill. And look at this as BWT and his goon Force India trying down the inside. I'm going to keep calling it Force India because it is. And MK Bond having a bit of battle with Mr. Crumpet there. He's trying to sliver him down the inside into Durex. And his gloom always looming large on the back of the BWT of Johnny. And well, what great racing so far. We're only in lap 3, and it's been an absolute treasure. Any comments? Put them in the chat, by the way. If you're just joining us, welcome to the very beautiful Nürburgring here today, as Brandon has a lovely session. Don't know what's happened to him, but issues nonetheless down the back there. But leading the way, it is Jamie, Frisky, Pag, H Racing Green, Apex, Jake, Michael, Vector, Johnny, is MK Blood, Crumpet, and then there's Forrest, and then back to the leader. And hello to Rain Gaming in the chat. And wide there goes Mr. Crumpet. Can't really think of many as he slivers and slides on the exit of that corner there. Just about gets a grip of it and carries on. Well, what can you say? This is turning into a spectacular opening race as now we look at Isgoom trying to the inside perhaps there. Doesn't do it straight away. So we tend to a little bit further forward there. We've got this, well, kind of growing battle between Apex and a lot of other cars, a lot of Audis. VRT in second position, by the way, doing a good job, but nowhere near the Papaya orange of Jamie. Don't know what the team name is. I'm just going to call it Papaya orange for a while, because it sounds cool. Well, Pag, he's doing the best he can. The one who always seems to shout evil a lot. Pag doing quite a good job there, sticking ahead of H Racing Green, who's been breathing down his neck quite heavily over the last few laps. Apex ahead of Jake, who's ahead of starting to slow down a bit of Michael there. He's being slightly caught by Petro, who was actually opening a bit of a gap on the 2 or 3, maybe 4 Audis behind him as well. So he's doing well. Crumpet's still recovering from the waff on Rossi in the ILR 4 race. Well, I don't know what happened there, but I presume it didn't end well. Because Mr. Crumpet bumping it across there and flashing up the rears in his Durex and slithering on the exit again. Running right, MK4 not doing as good as I thought he was. He's in 11th position. Nonetheless, maybe what the McDonald's does him good. He gets a bit of lag there. Has a bit of a lag last race as well, but hopefully it doesn't end in tragedy for him. Johnny, there he is in 10th place, following behind Isgoom, following behind him. Well, we were talking about lag. I may have just put the cursor on again. So sorry, MK. You disconnect now, not my fault. I may have put a cursor on it, but nonetheless, it's going well so far. Well, we have to think though. Who is the man of the day so far? Well, we know one person's definitely dominating, and so far, so good for Jamie. He's not put a foot wrong. We're only in 5 laps of this 25 race, so 20 laps to go, give or take. Frisky in second position. VRT looking to be ahead of Apex today then. And behind is the old blue car of H Racing Green, led ahead of the other Apex car of Apex. And there's Jake. Now, he's just been sitting there, looking behind at least a lot and tasting delicious leaves, slowly pulling away. Again, from Michael, you won't see, he's slightly catching. I think he's starting to catch a little bit here, but nonetheless, so far, so good. There's a bit of contact there between Pag and H Racing Green then. He goes around the outside. Pag's not going to be very happy about that one there. It's a bit of a pun now. I'd expect a little dive and a cheeky bit of contact, but it's better rather. Perhaps concentrate his attack on the next few corners, because bad exit there, and now we'll drop a few temps then. Alright, so that down the inside he goes, and takes the position back then. What a great little move then. Therefore, the podium position, Pag, H Racing Green, Apex there, now catching is Jake a little bit more. He's definitely tasting air of a podium, and well, as these guys scrap away, they'll only start losing time at 2, Frisky and Jamie, who is continuing to pull that gap up now. The gap is at least 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds. 6, I would say. And here's Pag now to the outside. H Racing Green again. Now, is he going to do it this time? Tries to the outside. Can he do it? He's going to be brave. He'll try to stick it there, but Pag just keeping the nose in and forces him off. Say, water tastes disgusting, by the way. Now, Pag could be quite sensible here and perhaps try and back him and, of course, H Racing into Apex here and try and get them to battle. And that'll be interesting to see if they do that. Well, you say that H Racing now to the inside, I believe. Is he going to the outside? Yes. Now to the outside, he'll be definitely trying to do it there. Is Pag gone a bit too deep? Yes, he has. He has. And wide, and now that's the position. That's the last thing he wanted to do there, and now he's going to have his teammate breathing down his neck. Well, further back followers, look, Michael Davis, and then we've got Vectro sliding the car very wide, just about keeping on the island. As we look at Apex and Pag. You should do the R. the ILR 440. Yeah, well, that's an interesting point. You never know. You never know. I'm evil, by the way. Said that earlier, but maybe you just joined. If you have just joined, I'm Evil Dragon, by the way. You're one and only dragon. As far as I know, I'm the only dragon here. Probably not, but, well, I'm gonna say I am. Up front, Jamie, Frisky, Green, Pag, Racing, or Apex if you say. Apex Whiteout, Jake, Michael, Vetro, East Gloom, LMP1, Johnny, Crumpet and Forrest. But right at the back there, the Nissan, living up to expectations, I'd say. I'm going to say living up to its expectations of real life. Not really good at turning in, braking, just understeer. You can even hear it. Still like GT6 in my opinion. That car doesn't seem to have been mended. Now let's Frisky running a bit wide there. Racing, Pag. Then we got this battle here. Down to about 6th or 7th position there. Which is a spectacular battle, we've got to say, for the podium so far. Lap 8 of 25. And, well, I don't know what they can do to make it any better, unless they all just go about 5,000 wide, in which case that'll be bonkers. Because if they do that, I don't think we'll have a track. And there isn't 5,000 drivers on the circuit. That's a good point. Well, Apex, and then there's Jake. Jake seems to be closing off now, indeed, as we were talking about how he's put the pressure on, and definitely wondering if these guys will start to come to him. Well, Apex definitely is coming closer. However, people who aren't coming closer is to Michael Davis, who is, in fact, dropping back a little bit and is actually getting a bit caught by Vectro. That's Pag. Pag's got an issue. Pag's got an issue. Now he's back going. He had to pause for a second there. And that's going to allow his teammate to the outside. And now look out for Jake. He's having to look to the inside. And he's going to take one. He might take two if he's not careful. No, they work together and squeeze him to the inside. He's not coming through there, says Apex. Not on my rocks. And catches. Almost hits the wall. Catches it just about there, and now he's going to run to be real pressure then. Here comes Jake to the inside. Is he going to switch to the inside? He's going to go to the outside. He'll be forced to the outside, now cuts the inside, and down the inside as he tries. Backs out of it there. Can't do it. And there, Michael Davis now tasting many things as he closes up. You can probably taste Jake in the air. You can definitely taste some Apex in the air as well. Best if he keeps hitting them as he hits it. Well, Jake catching Apex, catching Pag. They're starting to drop back from H Racing Green. He's starting to put the pressure on Frisky. And now 7 seconds up the road is Jamie, who, as we say before, dominating right now today. And he's doing all that he can do. It's Apex now having to defend a little bit more and start to look into his mirrors. It's Apex wide. Now that's going to be interesting. Has a bit of a slingshot there. Can't do it straight away as they come up the hill again. And there seems to have been an issue further down, by the way. Vector in his gloom have seemed to have very close a bit of argy-bargy there. Vector getting definitely argy-bargy and round and in the wall. And just as I see him, and just as I go to him, saying there was a bit of contact, off he goes into the Armco. And, well, what can I say? Issues all around for Metro there. Oh, Jake almost hitting the back of Apex there. That was very close stuff between the pair of them. Not the Williams. It did, yes, we remind you, it's not a Williams. I don't know if I've called that a Williams. Not a Williams. He's Calpa Martini. As I like to call it, Calpa Martha, because that's what I ain't like her. Why? Just did. I think Vector's car's like Barbara. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Well, Apex now has his sights fully set on looking behind him, not looking ahead of him, as you've got Jake lighting up the rear in that Audi. Down the hill. And we're on lap 10, 15 laps to go here. Running order so far, Jamie, Frisk. And, sorry to interrupt there myself. Off goes Frisky, just as I say, he was in third. And off he goes, into the grass, into the gravel, and out. Well, I've really put the curse on that one. Well, Jamie leads H Racing, Green leads Pack. There we are then. And then ahead of Apex, Jake, Michael, Gloom, Bourne, Johnny, Crumpet, Vecto, and Forrest down the back. Well, I had to put the curse on many things, and now, straight away, Pag challenging for second. He's already in the background, and he can already taste the podium. Has been in contact between Apex and Jake. They're battling now. They can taste the podium. They've got a taste of it, and now they're going at it like hammer and thong. And they've been doing it time and time again. And now running wide. This could be the opportunity he's looking for. And look out for Pag as well. This will be interesting as into the inside goes here. Down the inside goes Pag for second. Does he do it? Challenging contact there. And Apex still battling with Jake, who now does the inside and now finally gets the position. And now will he keep the position, or is Apex going to try to the outside? Gets forced to say no. Now he's going to challenge. Can't do it yet. Well, oh, side by side, Pag, challenging and falls off the road. Oh, he's going to be absolutely furious with that one. He'll drop 2-3 positions, now down to 5th. He's going to be an absolute fuming in that cockpit. Racing Green probably didn't realise we saw that. Well, that's very, very interesting stuff there. There'll be a big steerage inquiry into that. And now he's got Jake and then the Apex cars, who are going to be absolutely livid with that car. Livid with the blue. And well, what can you say? He's going to have the very end Jake now behind him. Probably is thinking of many things. Well, just realised what I said. Never mind. Well, Apex Lenny's definitely challenging. Now we've got 4 cars, and in the background is Durex, probably seeing the enlargement of the field ahead closing up to him. As I think Apex almost had Pag down the inside there, and definitely Michael catching very quickly as these guys battle. And well, up road by now 13 seconds. Jamie seems to, unless something horrible goes wrong. MK Bourne out this session. Mentioned it earlier, the lag, and now it strikes again. As look at these 4 battling together then. This is great racing for what is second position, second, third, fourth, fifth, catching up his 6th, 7th, not too far back. And well, what can I say? Brilliant stuff here today. Has Apex down the inside! What a dive! What a dive! Does it? Yes! Fantastic there from Apex. And Jake probably didn't even see that coming. And now look out for Apex. He's going to probably challenge for second. Well, this is great stuff here. And almost hits the back. He's charging. Absolute charging now. For Apex. For glory. 12:25. We're about halfway through this race nearly. My voice is going to go. And this is absolutely fantastic as he gets on the grass. And now to the inside. Dive. Does he do it? Tries it. No. Runs wide. Contact. Oh, Jake in the pit. They all come in, it seems, straight away. Jamie leads. H Racing. Pack. Pit crew. Apex. Pit crew. Pit crew. Jamie, well, he's leading nonetheless. We'll go and look at him for a while as everyone else is in the pits. Well, there we are then. There is Michael Davis's pit crew. There is Michael Davis. Well, let's see the Durex team get to work. Unscrewing the bolt, putting it back on, drops it down. Let's see. It's a long one. Stays in for a long time this time. H Racing Green out of the way. Michael Davis, come on. Lets the fuel jack down, and now he goes. And straight out, quick as a whisper. Well, he was behind Apex right out now, who had a bit of an incident there, and well, he's definitely closed up a little bit. And that's crucial for him, as now the field spreads out a little bit more. GT3 Racing Green, the big winner in all of this there. Apology for the burp there. Pag third, Jake fourth, Apex fifth, Michael 6th, and closing a little bit is Vector, Johnny, Crumpet, and Forest Lair is Johnny, and Crumpet goes side by side, and the Crumpet gets around the outside, or does he? Runs a bit wide, and well, back down the inside, I think goes BWT, Force India back down the inside of Johnny, gets Mrs. back there, and very wide. That's very, very wide there for Crumpet. I have to say, that's an interesting line there. Very, very interesting lines. He's really going for it. We'll ignore the track limits there. Vector 8th position. He's having a very quiet race so far, I have to say. He's miles at the back of him now. But now turning into what is going to be almost 5-person scrap for the podium. As in comes Jamie. And out comes Jamie. And well, he'll definitely be in the lead. He's 36 seconds in the lead. But he was at the time of that. And the background there, look for Jake. I think, was that Jake battling there? No, maybe not. Michael Davis, look, he's definitely starting to put the pressure on. And like we said, closing dramatically now. Perhaps now on these new tyres, they're working wonders for Michael Davis. He catches the back of Apex. And well, I sense a slithering one down the inside. Let's see. If you're just joining us, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful afternoon there as Jamie dominating this race so far. Hayes Racing, Pag, Jake, Apex, Michael, Iscoom and Vector, your top 8 so far. And Jamie on 1:39.0. Truly, and off! Michael slippering and sliding, and into the gravel and back on the circuit there. We did say he was closing. Well, he's not now. Running wide, and that is what he wants to do. But hopefully, he might have to get a new pair of underpants after that one. Almost hits the wall very heavily, but not as heavy as Vector did earlier on just there. Pag is third position now. He's catching up, 7/10 behind Racing Green. Up front now, just over 10 laps to go, is your Papaya Orange Jamie. Which, well, I don't know the team name for him, but I'm just going to call it Papaya Orange because this is Papaya Orange in general. Hey, Racing, really under pressure here from Pag, closing up. These two, remember, had a little alteration a few laps ago where one got forced off of Pag and was very not happy, I don't imagine. And let's see if he can make any decision to make a move. He doesn't do it straight away. Doesn't close up straight away. Reading your comments there as well. So, we look at that as being up there indeed. So, people mispronouncing ILR for IRL. I did as well. But Pag definitely closing up. He's not having a lot of it, is he? He is a man on a mission. Going hammer and teeth into it. And looking at the inside, doesn't do it that time. Jake now in 4th, Apex 5th. Then you got Michael who slid out wide and well, he's going to only have to come back fast and smooth. And we'll see where he can go from there. Definitely seems a bit quicker, but right now we know who's quick between these guys. It's definitely Pag closing up on the back of Racing Green with over just 10 laps to go. And who is it going to be who's going to round off your podium? And I'm sorry to interrupt there. No, maybe not. Don't worry. I thought someone spun. Just again making it look like it's spun, but nonetheless, to myself, getting confused about many things. Jake's still battling with Apex, who's trying to the outside. Doesn't do it straight away there. But looking out for Pag. Well, Pag, is he going to go to the inside now? He's got the slipstream, he's got the toe. He's got the in between his teeth, and down the inside, and almost makes contact again. Now side by side as they come to the left. H-Racing Green, he can't squeeze him much there. He will still try, and does just about block him off. Apex, by the way, just gets past Jake in the background, who runs very wide, and tries back to the outside, doesn't do it there. But he's going to try, gives him a bit of a no-show there, does Apex. As now Pag still sitting behind H-Racing. And these two are putting off a beautiful race for a second position. Round 2 at Germany, the Nürburgring. He builds up a stutter, and now to the outside. To the outside. Does he do it? Contact. Tries to force him off once again. Doesn't do it this time. Has to back out this time. Pag now probably having set behind him for a few laps, probably starting to pick up where his mistakes are and starting to figure out where he can make a move. He's running out of chances, is H-Racing Green, to make moves like that. What he's doing is very interesting, but he's only going to get caught out eventually. And here goes Pag now. Slips him again to the inside. Now does he do it? Now to the outside then. Cues him straight to the inside. Now to the outside. Can he do it? Still no. Gets right up the tail of the leader. Well, one is in the leader because the leader is 17 seconds up the road, by the way. Jamie dominating. H-Racing sideways. And well, this is turning into an utter classic for the lead. Now, here we go again to the inside. Now down the inside for a second time. Well, second 1,000. Does he do it this time? Cut back for Racing Green. And the second time in 2 laps does he try that. Doesn't do it again. Well, what amazingness this is. Well, this is turning into the scrap of the century I've seen here in Germany. What can you say between Pag and Racing? They've been going at it hammer to hammer, blow to blow, and they still are side by side nearly. And they've been doing this for the last 14 odd laps, I'd say. Racing, and here goes Jake down the inside. Tries it, bangs once, bangs again, side by side, squeezes him right off the road, and he's going to be furious there. The second time an Apex car's been forced off. This time it doesn't end as badly as the last time. And talking about the last time, here they are again. As they come to the chicane, as they come out of this corner, now to the chicane, he has to go to the inside if he wants to make a move. He needs to force him to go defensive. And he is just taking there. He needs to cut to the inside. Now he does go to the inside. Now down the inside. Does he squeeze him this time? Like he did last time. He cuts the corner and gets the position. Finally, Pag up into second. Revengeful driving. It's taken many laps. And Jake still ahead of Apex. Racing Green though, he's going to come back. I only imagine he's going to come back. He's definitely dropping positions though, dropping a bit of time. And now we have to look at Jake and at Apex there. Well, what I'm going to say, after what has been at least 14 to 15 laps of this battle, finally does Pag get ahead. This scrap has turned into an absolute masterclass, I have to say, but a masterclass indeed for Jamie, who haven't seen us since lap number 1 and the pit lane because, well, he's been leading the entire race, dominating. I don't know what fuel mix he's got in that car, but definitely we might have to steer his inquiry after this race into the fuel consumption of the Audi. Well, further back down the field is Apex now. It's Jake back down the inside. Jake isn't doing this. Apex is sitting behind and has been doing this back and forth. These little teams have between second, third, fourth and fifth battling at it. And in the background, Durex or Michael Davis can't do it. And talking about many things, trying down the inside again. Still can't do it for Apex. Vector 8th position, he stayed there for a good old long while now. But what can you say here? Brilliant driving, brilliant defending. Apex and Jake now having got out off the Pag and H-Racing Green. And Apex to the outside. Does he do it? No. Jake just about gets it again there. And again, Racing Green though, he's keeping with Pag. He's still not given up on the battle for second. And I have to say, he's definitely closer than he was last lap. but he still can't go down the inside straight away there. But back, Jake now, a little bit of gap on Apex, and there is Michael. He's definitely closing again after spinning up basically when I said he was was catching, and then he went off because I said he was catching. Now he's catching again. Let's hope he doesn't go off again. 50 comments, by the way. Who said the 50th comment? He's Jack. The 50th comment there. Don't know what you win. But you've got 50, got 51 comment, 52. Going up today. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're coming to the last 6-7 laps of this hectic race in Germany, and I have to say, it's definitely been one to remember. As it now starts to come to a bit of a phase where not much going on. Vector running a bit wide. Johnny and Forrest got a few retirees, of course, from this race, but up front now 21 seconds almost, 20.5. Have to say is the man of many things, coming to lap for us now. Jamie leads, Pag racing, Jake now ahead and just about ahead. He's only a few tenths ahead, remind, but still ahead of Apex, who's catching up as hard as he can. Have to say, indeed, Jamie definitely looking good for the title if he could just keep doing what he's doing here for the next load of races. 6 tenths between second and third. 3 tenths between fourth and fifth. I think there could be a move going on here, a bit of defensive driving. He's definitely he definitely knows he's there. Can't do it straight away. Nose to nose. He can definitely sniff the fuel coming off that Audi. And he runs a bit wide. Gets a bit of time there. Track limit's definitely one of the things we have to look out for in these races. Seems everyone does it. They're just about keeping themselves together. I have to say, what a battle going on. Now 5 laps to go. H Racing is now 1.1 behind Pag. Jamie, well, 20 seconds up the road of Pag, who is slightly catching, I have to say. All that gap down from 21 to 20. At least he's kept it even, which is good. Well, what's going on here? Look at your comments. Any comments to me, do feel free to put it in whilst we look at this little battle between Jake and Apex here, who are just going at it right now. Not as dramatic as H Racing and Pag, but I have to say they're going at it nonetheless. Well, Apex, he's still just about there. He's now about 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Well, I have to say he's probably now negative a tenth there to the rear end of him. Keeping up, and is he going to try and move now? He hasn't got many to go. 4 race laps to go. And he goes defensive. And now Apex has to go the long way round of Jake. Now is he going to do it to the outside? He's been trying this for the last few laps. Now to the outside. Jake will cover the inside. And there's contact there almost, just about gets ahead, and Apex does do it finally to the outside then. Now Jake's going to go to the inside, and does it. Yes, down the inside. Bargy and Johnny has left, and now back to the inside. Apex is not having none of it. Now to the outside, one's wide. Jake defends there, saying you're not going to the inside there. And now definitely goes to the inside there. Jake does defend, and Apex can't do anything about that one this lap. Johnny unfortunately disconnects here as Apex and Jake are, well, just trying to assassinate each other on the circuit right now. It's turned into an absolute masterclass of defend as contact. As I say, defending almost ends in tears. Oh boy. How close can you get there about going into a wall? Contact at almost 190 miles an hour, I'd say that was. And to the outside, and yes, can you do it again? Contact almost. Finally, now to the inside of the last corner. But still, that Audi's got a great traction, but nothing he can do. Down the inside goes Apex to the last corner. And now they'll have to challenge again. What could Jake do? Is he going to go to the inside? Is he going to nip one down the inside in a quick, fast, and there he has to try it. He has to, and he does try it. Now, what can he do? Apex tries and gets him through again. Apex is finally in 4th position. Whew. Oh, Jake's definitely not giving up. He's coming back. Look at this. He's now to the outside. Can he do it? Apex just about there. He's just about still got it. Camera not doing its job of saying how close they are, but they definitely are close, I have to say. Nose to nose. Apex and Jake. Is Jake going to do the same thing he's done the last few laps? Nip it down the inside here. He knows it. Apex goes defensive. Jake can't do it this time. Now, can he do any cutback and try up the hill? He gets a good toe, but he gets a bit wide, so it's not going to help that. 22 of 25. Only a few to go here in the Nürburgring. And this is, without a doubt, the best race I've seen in a long time. Pag and Racing still close. They've not given up. There's still 8 attempts. Apex and Jake, they're very even more close. Aperture Science versus Apex Racing. Who's it going to be? Very wide there. Well, I don't see any dive from this far back, but he gets close enough to probably put a little bit of a dent in the back and off the road. And that's not good for him. That could be trouble for him. Now, where is Michael Davis? And all this, he's only a few seconds back. I think you'll just about be happy about that one, but there is the critical mistake under pressure. Definitely trying to make the move and just ran wide. And, well, what can you say? Nothing more you can do there. Now back to Retenson for second. Haven't seen this battle for well. They're still going at it. And, well, 4 attempts. This could get tasty in the next few laps. Well, one battle ends, another one seems to re-begin. This is a battle of battles right now. I have to say, Pag definitely seems to be a bit slower. We said he was definitely closing up to Jamie. He's not, by the way, because now Jamie's almost 25 seconds in the lead. By the way, if you're wondering who his next car to lap is, it's Vectroid. Because Forrest is quite far back in the Nissan. Well, Pag and Racing, 7 attempts. Keep an eye on that. Nonetheless, we're back down the field, by the way. Not much going on, as we said, but up front, Jamie dominating here in the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nürburgring down my left. You remember the old roller coaster? No, not really often many people remember the roller coaster, but there's a roller coaster there. I don't imagine going on that because it sounds scary, so I'm not going on it. Any comments? Put them in the chat. Well, Racing and Pag, 8 attempts, just over a second. Well, what can you say? How many drivers are left? 9. As in comes Forrest into the pit lane, by the way, on the top of that, as we look at the pit crew. There we go, in the pit lane. Again, with the fast few laps, the Nissan, a torrid time it has had. It has the pretty tyres on its interesting tyre model there. Well, Racing and Pag still just about there. And, well, 5 attempts again. But doing the job is Pag right now, and definitely doing the job is Jamie. But again, they're just about 7 attempts. Pag just about, since he's got past, has just about managed to keep that gap about 7 attempts. Lowest he's got about 4 attempts, it was a few laps ago. Back to our little, if anyone's wondering, Jake has not managed to get closer to Apex. In fact, he hasn't really managed to get any closer to Michael either, who's definitely just about sticking it behind. 9 tenths again to come on to the last laps, by the way. In fact, Lee DeVries is coming through the last corners to start the last lap, which is how far ahead it is, because these guys haven't even come to the last sector yet. In fact, they're just about it now. Well, Racing, he's definitely put on a master of a battle today. My driver of the day, however, is definitely going to Pag. The amount of battling back in through the field he's come from 5th to 2nd to 5th to 2nd, and now he's just about under pressure on the last lap. Is he going to lose that second? He's 5 attempts, and it's closing a little bit by little bit. 4 attempts, but like we said, the Porsche just about has a slipstream well, just about the most power out of the corners to do anything. The Audi we know is quick. And that Porsche has got a quicker straight line speed, I think. 6/10 by the way. Last lap, by the way, for Jamie, your race leader, who's only got just under half a lap to go before he gets what is probably the most dominant win I've seen for him ever, to be honest. And indeed, people saying drive of the day for Jamie, a flawless drive, as Head Tracing Green goes a little bit wide. Well, racing, he's trying his hardest, but 1 second back now. Coming through the last few corners, by the way, is your leader. He's only got just over 2 and a bit corners to go. Chicane and a straight. And a corner and a straight, and then he'll be done. Home dry. Jamie dominated from start to finish. Lap 1 to 25. Flawless drive, flawless tactics. He comes through the last corner to win in Germany. Fantastic job for him. Dominating across the line. Now we look for Pag, who's ahead of racing. Nothing he could do. Pag's going to look to be second unless I put a curse on it in the last corner. Gets the first few bits done. Now he has to just manage the last corner. Comes through then. Pag will take second position. Defending the battle of his life. Second position. And I imagine he's going to be absolutely happy there. Racing third. Apex will return to fourth then. After battling with Jake, who finally drops down from where he was. Fifth position. Michael will end up in sixth. And then we look then for Isgloom, who's coming through the last few corners there. Had a quiet race for him. 7th, 8th, 9th. A definite quiet race for them lot. Through the last corner. And to the line. Isgloom takes a very lonely 7th. And then we wait for Vector and Forrest, who's going very slowly. I think the Nissan's broken down. Vector comes through the last corner then. Let's see then. Through the last corner. Vector very, very wide. Doesn't want to spin there. Across the line. 8th place. And there is the Nissan. It's broken down. I think the Nissan's broken down. Forrest has broken down. Maybe he's gonna have to. Maybe he might have to get a ride home. He's gonna back going again. There he's got it back going, and he's left. Well, I call that he didn't finish. Didn't finish. And I have to say to the interesting thing here. Congratulations to Jamie, by the way, dominating in the Papoy Orange Audi, and absolute bonkers, I have to say. Well, I can't imagine anything else. Indeed, whatever Langrid says. As we now look at all of the comments. And not that one. Well, I think we'll end her off the stream here. Thank you for joining. It's been spectacular, to say the least. Been a pleasure to be here. A pleasure to join you all. And until next time, with half a voice, I've been Evil Dragon. This has been Inside Line Racing. We'll see you at round 3.